First of all, thank you all for being here. We really appreciate it. We got you earlier in the day, so you didn't have to fight the heat. But we're excited to announce that we are testing the ShotSpotter technology in downtown Denver tonight. This technology will enhance our ability to keep a remarkably safe city even safer. Through a partnership with the Downtown Denver Partnership, we are able to utilize this new technology in a way that will assist us in preventing gun violence, as well as holding those accountable who do commit gun violence in our city. This technology has really changed the game and helps us in many ways. It helps us not only in enforcing gun violence, but also in our partnerships with the regional anti-violence enforcement network, as well as our community partners. We want to send a message loud and clear to the folks, the people of Denver, that this remarkably safe city is now even safer to come downtown, to spend time, to bring your families, to enjoy the amazing amenities that we have. And we want to send a message to those that would commit gun violence that through partnerships, through collaboration, through innovative technology, that we will hold them accountable for their crimes, and we want to make sure that that doesn't occur in our city. And with that, it's a great pleasure to introduce our shoulder-to-shoulder partners, the Downtown Denver Partnership, led by Tami Dorr.
Well, good morning. The Downtown Denver Partnership and the Downtown Denver Business Improvement District are very proud to partner with our leaders in the police department to bring this technology forward. We believe that it's absolutely essential to create a safe, welcoming, and inclusive center city, and that is for everyone. It is important, whether you're a visitor, a resident, someone in need of services, that we all experience a city that envelops us in a safe and secure environment. This new technology is an expansion of our overall effort of our 240-point security action plan, which we've been working together with the city over the last couple of years. Going forward, we also know that in terms of the public sector and the private sector coming together, that is absolutely the way that you address safety in a community. It is the responsibility for all of us. We're deeply grateful for the property owners that have proactively allowed this equipment to be placed on the rooftops of their buildings to allow the technology to work and function in the very best and most impactful ways. We're appreciative of the property owners in our center city who have put forth the funding through the Business Improvement District to match the city's funds to bring this technology to fruition. This is only the beginning. Keeping our city safe and secure, again, is a responsibility of both the public and private sector. We have never left the table on this. We will stand side by side with the city and the police department to continue this and other efforts to advance safety in our community. Thank you. Do you want to take questions for the pool?
Sure. Can you kind of give a scenario of how that works and how it helps you respond when something happens?
So this technology, and actually we're very fortunate that the District 6 commander actually led the ShotSpotter install in several of Denver's neighborhoods, so he's very familiar with it. But the advancements in technology now allow us as a city and a police department to get real time when gunfire occurs in our city. Areas that are covered with this technology, we find out immediately. It's triangulated to a very small area where officers get this information not only through dispatch, but also in their patrol cars. And so it enhances our ability to respond quickly. Now, this, in conjunction with many of our other technology advancements, many of the comprehensive plan that Tami referred to, is what allows us to hold people accountable and to hold them accountable immediately. We want to, folks that would engage in gun violence to know that this technology exists in our city, and we will be there immediately to hold them accountable. Through this partnership, we are saying a clear message that Denver, this remarkably safe city, it now just got even safer. And we want our community to enjoy these amazing amenities that we have downtown. And we want to send a clear message to those that engage in gun violence to stay away.
I'm sorry, I'm just going to build on that. And it's important to note that we, over the last couple of years, have implemented a number of tactics and approaches, including a significant communication program to allow our private sector buildings to communicate better through a radio network in partnership with the police that also expedites the communication when there is an issue related to safety or security in our center city. So adding these technologies and layering them in makes a difference both from a communication standpoint, also from a response standpoint. We won't tolerate anybody's bad behavior in terms of safety and security in our center city, and we're really proud to keep finding these solutions and integrating them.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the testing tonight and how that's going to work and what people should be aware of?
Well, folks in certain areas within downtown Denver will hear the sound of gunfire, but this is part of a test, and this is a safe method of testing, but this is how you triangulate the equipment to really drill down and narrow exactly where the gunfire is taking place. So this will be done by members of our special operations team. They'll utilize several different calibers of weapons. They'll be shot into a safe bullet trap to ensure that every part of that bullet is captured. And it's really just very important for us to really calculate and calculate exactly where the gunfire is taking place. So
this system can tell what kind of gun is being fired?
As a matter of fact, we can tell the system is so advanced that it can tell the difference between high caliber and low caliber weapons. Correct.
Yes.
Tami, how much of a contribution is the business district making?
We are making over 3 years, $75,000 contribution. At this point in time, we'll continue to look at opportunities to invest in other technologies as the opportunities arise.
And Chief, how long has the program been in effect, and how many monitoring devices are there out there?
So we have several of Denver's neighborhoods that have coverage. We're publicly announcing downtown Denver, as well as the ballpark neighborhood, is having this technology. It's all about that messaging. We want people to know, to feel safe coming downtown to the city core as well as to the ballpark neighborhood, and recognize this investment, this partnership in keeping them safe. So we do have several other neighborhoods. For tactical reasons, we don't publicly share exactly which neighborhoods have coverage and which ones don't, but it's critical. It's absolutely critical that visitors to Denver, residents to Denver, that they feel safe and they know that this significant investment, that this partnership is taking place, because we want to ensure that everybody, all of the people of Denver, are safe.
I didn't mean that question in terms of neighborhoods. I'm just saying a number question. Like roughly, how many devices are there out there?
Are you referring to the units that go on top of the buildings to detect the?
Roughly.
I don't know if we have the full.
Yeah, it's.
Let's just say that there are a lot. You will not get away.
No number?
There's dozens. We could get away with the word dozens.
Dozens, okay. And then the other question was, what's the department's overall investment in this technology? I mean, how much does it cost?
Very safe. This is a shoulder-to-shoulder partnerip, and we're pitching in together to accomplish this.
Also 75,000?
Correct.
I'll also add that those are the hard cost. The property owners have the ability for many of their rooftops to relinquish that space for other opportunities for revenue, and they have contributed this opportunity to put that technology on their buildings at no cost. So they've contributed their real estate, access to their buildings, et cetera, at no cost, and that's not built in. So that is another piece of this. In some cities, they would charge you to do that.
Okay. And Chief, how specific, just give me a sense of the space that you triangulate with these devices. How much of a pinpoint is it?
It's within 5 feet, is that correct, Aaron?
So they guarantee within 20, but most of the time it's within 5 feet. It is pinpoint technology.
And then, again, as Tami discussed, this is layering, right? So the building that we're in right here, this is a national leader in the crime gun intelligence unit. If you look across the country, this is how we're able to hold people that commit gun violence accountable by drilling down where that occurred, by immediately sending officers there to hold people accountable. Then there's also the evidence collection part of it. We process those shell casings in hours and days in order to ensure that we have a very solid case. And then when we look at the regional anti-violence enforcement network, we're then holding them accountable if there's a gun violence incident that occurred outside of our city, and really taking a big swing at this issue to keep this city safe.
Okay. Then one last detailed question. How long has the program been in effect?
The ShotSpotter, the
ShotSpotter
overall,
in general.
2012, is that when we started? Overall, it's been, there was a pilot process to see if this technology worked, and it gave us an opportunity to enhance our crime gun intelligence unit. And then in this very room just a few weeks ago, we announced the Regional Anti-Violence Enforcement Network. So all of it fits together with the radio network, with the Walk the Beat, with the Adopt-A-Block that took place yesterday. Community pitching in together, the public and private sector standing shoulder to shoulder, because as Tami said, the safety of our community is more than just the officers that wear this uniform. It's the community coming together. Everybody has a stake in this. Everybody has the same goals. The people that live, work, and play in downtown Denver have the exact same goals as the Downtown Denver Partnership and the police department. We want everybody to be safe.
And then one last question.
You're past your limit. Come on. Can you recall since 2012 a case where you were able to make just give us a general detail about it, but a case where you were able to make an immediate arrest? We have multiple cases, including cases this year. So this technology and the speed of the technology really helps us. Often, the vast majority of the time, we are getting the alerts in the cars through dispatch long before anybody has the opportunity to call 911. Now, I'm glad that you did ask that. Your last question was a great one. We still want people to dial 911. It's critical that if people hear what they believe to be gunfire, to let us know. To don't assume that this technology is going to cover everything. That if they hear any type of gunfire, to call us. This technology has really helped us. It's a game changer. It allows us to get there immediately, and we have cases, including this year, where that technology has assisted us in immediate response, immediate apprehension, immediate evidence collection.
The strategic direction of addressing perception and the safety of perception in the city is also shifting dramatically. These new technologies and these communication systems allow us to be much more preventative in nature, as opposed to simply having challenges and problems and constantly trying to go back to just deal with what has already happened. So when we talk about the importance of people knowing that this is out there, it is also to prevent this behavior in our city by them knowing you will get caught. And that's a really strategic direction. It's an important process for us to go through. And I think it does say a lot about the leadership of our city and the direction that we're going.
John, you can have one more.
Just a couple practical questions about tonight. How frequently will the shots be expected, and is there anything for people who missed the media release today? Anything proactive going to be out there to reassure people tonight?
We do. We flyer the community, we push it out. We're asking for your help to get that message to residents and people that'll be visiting downtown Denver, that this is a test, and it's an important test, but overall, it's going to help us as we keep this remarkably safe city even safer.
Chief, the new leverage, we're going to start in northwest Denver, then come down into downtown Denver.
Correct. So we're doing some recalibration in northwest Denver. That's where this testing process will start, and then we'll move towards downtown Denver. But the footprint that's covered is quite extensive. With the area that we're in right now, Civic Center Park, Union Station, we have a significant footprint of downtown Denver that's covered with this technology, and we're very excited about it. We truly believe that this is going to help us significantly in addressing gun violence and ultimately helping to make a safe city even safer. All right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Chief.
Thanks.
Thank you.